Hey, Commanders. Okay, so I'm going to review the Priority 1 missions and the technologies or techs for improving them. I made a video of this earlier, but I didn't record myself. So if you look here, there's this prime Priority 1 adaptive algorithms. It makes it so that permanently unlocks the chance for every Priority 1 away team assignment to appear with a length of 1 hour. And I should mention that this includes all of them. So you can go through this. Which one is it? There's one that gives you the different levels. So yeah, you've got priority 1 rare. There was a priority on common, and then a priority epic. And then of course you can also unlock the ones that give you additional priority 1 missions. So I've unlocked all of those. And so when I now go to my priority 1 away missions, away teams, I have 1, 2, 3, 4. Should mention that when it says all of them, it also includes the Kahn missions, which you get from the research. So I'll go back there and show you that. This unlock conquest, it's a nice little play on words. This one can also spawn as a 1 day. So you have a 5% chance that this one will spawn, which is very, very low, plus a 20% chance that it'll spawn as 1 hour. So it's all of them. All right. So that's the quick lowdown on that. And I want to show you the value of it. So if I go here to my away teams, these refresh about every 12 hours. So it just refreshed. And on this one I have two. On this refresh I have 2 away teams missions that are at 1 hour. I have an uncommon and a common. So I'm going to go ahead and complete them for you so you can see what that looks like. Luckily Kim in this case is fully leveled. I'm going to go ahead and choose for the key stat. I'm not at all concerned about the critical traits. Number one, I could use the blue ore, but I don't really care about it. But the Cisco shards, I've already got them maxed, so it doesn't matter to me. I'm mostly concerned about maxing out on the health. So we're going to go ahead and put Felon in there, and then Pike. Those are my 2 most powerful characters. Got a 100% chance. We'll go ahead and start it. And then we're going to complete it pretty much immediately. So I've got 386. By the way, from the collection of the Augment store, I can't run out of these. Because at one, I can't do as many as I get. I don't really know. I get about 4 a day if I refresh on my own. But it's very useful. So this is what I wanted to show, because I don't think I recorded one video before, but I forgot to push the mic button. So, okay, so then that one got replaced. You can see it got replaced with another hour. So we're going to go ahead and see which one we want to do here. All right, we don't need a special character, so we'll go defense. Put him there. Got a small chance of failure. And again, we'll go ahead and smart speed it up. And just to let you know, I've gone on runs where I've got like 4 or 5 hour away missions. So look, got another blue. So let's go ahead and do this blue. So this is the part that appeals to me as a gambler. This is the gambling part of how Scopely, makes this game. Gosh, I'd really like to have my Tribble here. But they are on mission. Let's see. 88%. You know what? I'm going to bring back my Tribble before I do that one, because I really want him. Well, let's see who's over here. I don't think anybody there's going to be much help. Yeah, I got to bring back the Tribble. So let's see, where is he? think he's on. You know what? I'm just going to recall all of these. So yeah, like I said, I've been on runs where I get several back-to-back where they just keep spawning as 1 hour. We'll go ahead and do this one. I don't think I'll be in too much trouble with this one. Oops. Let me go back and do attack. Yeah, see, that's a little bit better. So we'll do this one while we're waiting for everybody to get back. Speed this one up. And yeah, you get a lot of currency this way. Oops. Oh, so this is a weird, quirky thing with this Scopely. If I click the smart speed and I have an hour, it doesn't use it. So that's weird. So I have to click on the hour here. Oh well. So we get our success, get our extra 1100. Let's see. Look, got another green. So we'll do the green. Let's see, we got defense. Here we go looking. So we got 119. Now remember, I don't really care about this. She's already actually maxed for me as well. So I don't need her either. So we'll go ahead and start this one. And then we'll smart speed it up. So what I want to say about that particular prime, I don't remember if it was I don't think it was $100. I want to say it was like a $50 prime. Look, I got another blue. So this is one of those moments where it just went on a run. Oh no, that was the other blue one. That's the one we're waiting for. Best investment. So if you haven't bought it and you have the means to, I would recommend it. Although I will say it does have limited return because unless they carry this currency up into G7, it has limited return. Because you can, once you get a lot, once you get the engine going, for example, you can begin to buy G6 ships. So the ones that you can build, right? So if I go here to, I think it's alliances. No. Away team, sorry. So I can go here to G5 ships. I can start buying the VLOCs. The problem is the reason I don't buy the VLOCs yet, or I'm not buying the blueprints is because, well, one, I have plenty of credits to buy it. So that's one reason. So I'm not really not really needing this. So it would be nicer if these volumes were higher and not at such an incremental, not such at high increments as they progress. So if these were like, because you got to remember, here's my note to Scopely. You got to remember, Scopely, by this point in the game, players already have avenues to generate millions of credits, over a relatively short period of time. Like I think I have like 3 million, I'm going on 4 million credits in all of my factions. So I have a pretty good way of, acquiring credits. So these are not as valuable to an active G6 player. So I would like to see these have either higher amounts from the chests or a tighter, cost on them. But, that's just my suggestion. But you can use them for those. I'm going to assume that once I'm able to build the epics, I'll be able to use those too. So anyway, let's go back. All the crews are back, so let's go back to, oops, sorry. My mouse just wants to click everywhere. We want to go to here, go to away missions. So now we're going to put our group here. We want health. Put him there. Put him there. 98. Let's try this one. Yeah, see. Okay, so we'll put him there. All right, so now we have a 2%. We're going to get 5,000. 10% chance on crit. So let's go. Again, we'll use our hour. Very, very simple. Hopefully we succeed. This would be horrible if I failed. Got my 5 garand. So I think, now let's see, did we spawn another one? Nope. So that's it. So we got a pretty good run there. And those aren't, I wouldn't say that they're frequent, but I wouldn't say that they're uncommon either. So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead. I've got 11 hours. I'm just going to go ahead and set up some of these other missions that I like to complete. I like to get these for the XP. I'm not really, oh, I don't want to send him. I'm not really too concerned about critting, but if I do, it's great. Let's see what else. Imperial strategy. Nah. Okay. And that's it. What is this one? Oh, that's weird. Oh, so now let me show you my research that I can do. Oops. Let's go back to away teams. And you just, so you can see, I mean, I've maxed out a lot of these. These are all old style, so it's all the top ones. I've maxed out all of these, although these aren't that hard. Moving along on, these basically help with the away team missions, because raising the attack stats and the different stats of the officers helps increase those percentage chance to complete. I haven't done the DS9 because I've got all of these guys maxed. The problem is I believe they're going to be, no, they're not. So that's good. Ooh. So I'm going to be doing this one later and this one later to max these out. These are very easy. You do these with the Kahn missions. I can do 20K in about, I can do 40K in about maybe 10 or 15 minutes. So I'm going to go ahead and do the priority 1, the strike team. Hold on, I want to see really quick. So I don't need any of these data. I've already got all. I'm assuming you'll get, transporter patterns. Same thing with Nurse Chapel. I could use Janeway, but I've got plenty of currency in the Augment faction to pick her up if I need to. You don't want to level your officers too fast because then you're bottlenecked with commendations. So that's the thing there. Okay, so I think I'm going to go ahead and raise the strike team. But by the way, I didn't have hardly any before we started. So go ahead and do this. Let's speed it up. Okay. And then we'll go ahead and don't need her either, by the way. Don't need Hugh. I'm going to go ahead and do, oh gosh, this is such a hard one to do because I don't really need any of these. So I'm going to go ahead and do, this is defense. I think the one I normally get are defense, so I'm going to do that one. I'll just speed it up with 3 hours. By the way, these 3 hours you can farm in the away team missions. I'll show you where those are. So if you go back to your away teams, you'll have these kinds of missions for the 3 hours. And if you max them on their crit or their completion, you get tons of them. So that's it. I think that was like 4 quests or 4 missions done. Priority 1 away missions done really quickly and easily. So there you go. All about efficiency. Like I said, I think it was a $50 prime. Definitely worth it if you can afford it. Thanks, everybody. Bye.